Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on ABC50 Now Live. I'm Isabella Colello. What do we have in store weather-wise as we move into the middle of September? Let's check out our latest 7-day forecast from Storm Team meteorologist John D. Pasquale.
How's it going there, Watertown North Country? Let's take a look at our forecast for today. There's going to be a few showers around, maybe even a thunder shower, especially second half of the day. But there'll be some decent dry time too. Temperatures within a few degrees of 70 with a breeze. This evening, in the wake of that cold front that's going to produce those few showers, maybe a thunder shower this afternoon, we turn drier with some sunshine. Should be a good looking sunset. We cool though back into the 50s quick. And for tonight's lows, 40s under a mainly starlit sky and a bit of a breeze. So definitely need the jacket out and about tonight. Waking up tomorrow morning in the 40s, heading out to work and school, need the jacket. Nice crisp start. Love those kind of starts, myself personally anyway. And then your high tomorrow only in the low 60s despite a good deal of sunshine. Surely feeling like autumn. A little bit warmer, but still a little cool. 65 to 70 here Friday with clouds and sun, maybe a shower or two. Better chance for a few showers over the weekend.
Due to new gun laws, the West Potsdam Fire Department's gun show has been canceled. The event was originally scheduled for the weekend of September 24th. According to a social media post by the department, many vendors were not going to attend the gun show because of the new requirements, and that even though it wasn't an easy decision, it was made after speaking with local authorities. Congresswoman Elise Stefanik reacted to the announcement, stating that the new gun laws are an attack on those lawfully buying and selling legal firearms in the North Country. Watertown City Bus is making changes to stopping locations. Beginning on October 10th, City Bus will no longer be entering parking lots of apartment buildings located within the city. According to city officials, the change was made to improve on-time performance and protect public safety. The change will affect Midtown Apartments on Mechanic Street, Curtis Street Apartments on West Main Street, and Luray Street Apartments. Bus operators will now stop at the corner before the parking lot entrance when someone is waiting for the bus. The Dexter community gathered on Monday morning to honor one who gave the ultimate sacrifice, Samuel A. Johnson.
Remembering one who gave the ultimate sacrifice. On September 11, 1987, Samuel A. Johnson, who was 55 years old at the time, was police chief for the village of Dexter. He was responding to a car accident when he was dispatched to reports of shots fired on Pillar Point. Soon after, Johnson was shot and killed in an ambush as the shooter drove away. Recounting the tragedy, current mayor of Dexter said this was a day of the unimaginable.
They say, this can't happen. Well, it did happen here. And he was one of our locals and one of the people that, did a public service.
35 years and one day later, the community gathered to rename a bridge in his honor.
I present to you the new bridge named after Sam Johnson.
The process to name the bridge started locally many years ago, eventually making its way to the governor's desk this year and personally handed to Johnson's sister on Monday.
To the family that showed up today, this is how we honor our fallen police officers. And this is how we honor Sam.
This bridge, named after Johnson, is only 10 miles away from the tragic shooting that took his life over 3 decades ago. Community members say this is a way to honor his true sacrifice.
Sam dedicated his life to law enforcement and to the community and to serving the community in which he lived.
His name's on plaques here and there and all over. But, something local that everybody can see, I think makes a difference. So every time I cross the bridge, okay, Sam.
The day of Johnson's murder, one many vividly remember. Johnson's life, however, one not to be forgotten.
The full Chief Samuel A. Johnson Sr. Memorial Bridge legislation can be read online. A new Stewart's shop in Potsdam has all the bells and whistles. The local convenience store chain recently completed construction on a storefront on the Maple Street in the village of Potsdam, including a hybrid EV fast charging station equipped to charge all electric vehicles. Stewart's confirmed that the station will offer 4 Tesla fast chargers as well as 4 New York Power Authority fast chargers. The Tesla fast chargers are expected to be running by the end of September, with the remaining chargers available in spring of next year. A ribbon cutting for the new Stewart's shop on Maple Street in Potsdam will be held on Friday, September 16th at 11 a.m. Another location is set to open in North Potsdam in October. Before we hear from Delaney Keppner and her guest, Robert Bowen, let's take a look at upcoming local events with this week's Community Bulletin Board.
The American Legion in Dexter will be hosting a clam bake to benefit Honor Flight Syracuse on September 24th from noon until 4 p.m. There will be all-you-can-eat food, a cornhole tournament, raffles, and more. The Lowville Lions Club will host their 7th annual garage sale at the Lewis County Fairgrounds on September 23rd from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. and September 24th from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. The Lisbon Depot Fall Family Fun Day will be held on September 24th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the Lisbon Depot Museum on Main Street. The Briar Hill Fire Department is hosting a breakfast fundraiser on September 25th. It costs $10 for adults to attend, and kids under 5 are free. Do you have an event you'd like to share with the community? Share it with us. Submit your event by going to our website, informnny.com. Then click on Community, then Community Events, and explain the event. ABC50 will then share your event with the North Country community.
ABC50 wants to wish students across the North Country a happy and safe school year ahead. Go to informnny.com and submit your back-to-school photos. Student photos will be featured weekly on ABC50, the North Country CW, and informnny.com. Back-to-school photo showcase is brought to you by CCOM, Homes Realty Amanda Metamore, and ABC50.
Delaney Keppner here with Robert Bowen from North Country Family Health. So first off, thanks so much for being here with us.
Oh, thanks for having us. Again, I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. We love having you here. And as happy as we are to have you here, we have something really important to talk about, something happening tomorrow that addresses a very important topic in today's society, which is the opioid pandemic. So tell us a little bit about what's going on tomorrow, or a little bit background behind the pandemic as a whole across the nation.
Right. So I think we're all very well aware of the opioid pandemic, and the situation is it's not getting so much better. I mean, the information we're getting out there, but I belong on a committee with Anchor and Samaritan, and we put together a couple family forums, and that's what we're having tomorrow night up at JCC. Again, it's a time to ask and have some answers, some questions answered by people who have experienced personally the opioid epidemic, and again, some providers, police presence, a few different points of view.
Awesome, and great to hear from those people, and people, like you said, experienced it firsthand. But that being said, an event like this, it's not only for people who are affected by this already, it could be also for people who are just looking for information.
Absolutely.
And
no, you're absolutely right. And the idea is, those who have been and had some experiences kind of know who the players are and where some of the recovery or where some of the resources are. But this is for those who may not know. This is for those who may not know anything about it, not had any experience with a family member or a loved one, and this is a time to come and get that side of it. It's not a political, it's not authoritative, it's literally from people's experience, either in recovery or providing resources for recovery.
And touching on those resources, I know a lot of the organizations you're associated with have resources for people to go to, including the forum, but also online. Where can people go to find more information?
Absolutely. So Anchor Recovery is a great place to go. They're a great hub for all the resources around North Country Family Health Center for sure. We do a MAP program. Samaritan, they have all their entities as well. I mean, Kratos out there. They're definitely, but I think one base place, if you want to look, is Anchor Recovery. They're going to have all the information for the Family Forum tomorrow night at 6 o'clock up at Jefferson Community College in the Stewart's Theater, and everybody's welcome. Come on out with questions, or just come on out with your ears and listen to somebody who may have some answers you might want to have.
For sure. Anything else that people need to know?
No, the idea is that everybody could utilize some of this information, and you might not know when or if you'll ever know, but Narcan training, this kind of things, the resources are out there, and you may be able to help somebody out and you don't even know.
For sure. Well, thank you so much for being here with us, Rob. We love having you. And go tomorrow from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m., correct?
That's it.
On JCC's campus. But for now, we'll send it back to Izzy at the desk for some more local news.
Although the North Country is gearing up for winter sports, the Watertown Rapids shared some exciting news Monday evening. Let's take a look.
A swing and a hit for the Watertown Rapids. Team leaders announcing plans for its new general manager.
We need somebody who can inspire our team, our staff, and the community to get into this vision that we call Northern New York's Field of Dreams team.
Matching this description perfectly, Carolyn Shell Parody, officially taking on the role of the Rapids' first woman general manager, breaking barriers in local sports.
I'm stepping in one of the first and few GMs in our league. I am the family of 5 girls, and never were we told that we can't reach our goals. I'm going to break barriers by saying that women can do it and actually probably can exceed.
Her love for the sport actually started right here at the team's home field, the Alex T. Duffy Fairgrounds in Watertown. Continuing to dedicate her time to baseball, she's now ready to get to work with the team.
I came back to Watertown to be at the Rapids. It was just on summers I would come and stay like I always did, and then I just couldn't stop coming back, and this is where I want to be.
Rapids head coach Mike Kogut says that along with Parody's leadership and the team's exceptional players, the dream of baseball will be kept alive in the North Country.
And we look to take the next step as we did in 2022 during the 2023 season so that we can continue Watertown Rapids baseball and baseball here in the North Country, because
with months to go before training even begins for the 2023 season, the Rapids have arguably already knocked it out of the park.
Housing on Fort Drum recently ranked well among all Army installations. According to the Army's 2022 Housing Tenant Satisfaction Survey, Fort Drum's privatized housing ranked 6th in overall satisfaction among 43 installations under Army Residential Community Initiative housing and 1st among Installation Management Command Readiness installations. Fort Drum received a score of 82.4, which is considered very good. 2 residential areas also received an A-list award for customer service excellence. Fort Drum RCI housing manager said this helps the installation understand their strengths and their weaknesses. Because Fort Drum's high housing rating was based on residential survey results, Garrison Commander Colonel James Zacchino Jr. said he appreciated the participation from residents and encouraged others to provide feedback on their housing experience. The 10th Mountain Division has a new commanding general. At a change of command ceremony on September 9th, Major General Milford Beagle Jr. handed the division over to Major General Gregory Anderson.
The sounds of a proper salute could be heard on Fort Drum Friday morning, as Major General Promotable Milford Beagle Jr. relinquished command of the 10th Mountain Division to Major General Gregory Anderson. Officiating the ceremony was U.S. Army Forces Command Deputy Commanding General Lieutenant General Paul T. Calvert.
I'm truly honored to be a part of this ceremony that signifies the transfer of command authority between 2 outstanding leaders.
The change of command was symbolized by the passing of division colors, marking a bittersweet moment for the outgoing commanding general, as he now heads to Fort Leavenworth in Kansas.
It is impossible to question this team's commitment to excellence. I want to thank all of our community partners and family for the genuine love and appreciation that you've shown for this division and this installation. This team and this community has added one more great chapter to the legacy of the division.
The Division Beagle says is in good hands, as this will be General Anderson's 3rd time serving at Fort Drum.
Following the ceremony, we had a chance to speak with Major General Gregory Anderson himself. Here's what he had to say.
As I'm coming back, I can't wait to see you all again. I can't wait to work closely with you all again, to listen, to learn from you, and to grow our community to it's strong right now. We want to get it stronger.
So the next leg of the climb for the 10th Mountain Division, Fort Drum, and the North Country starts now.
To the top, take charge of the division.
Changes are coming to Lake Ontario and the St. Lawrence River next month. On September 9th, the International Lake Ontario-St. Lawrence River Board confirmed plans to temporarily reduce outflows from Lake Ontario to increase water levels on Lake St. Lawrence during the second weekend of October. The board said that by reducing outflows, marinas and shoreline docks will be able to remove recreational boats easier as seasons come to a close. Outflows will be temporarily reduced through the Moses Saunders Dam for 72 hours from noon on October 7th through noon on October 10th. Based on current forecasts, Lake Ontario outflows will be temporarily reduced to reach a target water level of about 73.10 meters on Lake St. Lawrence. After the flow reduction is complete, the board said water levels will decrease on Lake St. Lawrence and it will be difficult to remove boats after the holiday weekend. We're now in week 2 of football season, so you'll remember to make your picks for the Pro Football Challenge, and there's still time to register if you haven't yet. Here's a look at the details.
Get your game face on. Pro Football Challenge is back at ABC50.
Sign up today and pick which team will win each week for the chance to win a gift card worth $100 from North Country Indoor Golf. Compete throughout the season for a shot at winning the grand prize, a trip to Hawaii valued at $5,000.
Go against ABC50's VIPs.
Sponsored by North Country Indoor Golf.
To register, go to informnny.com.
You can find the Pro Football Challenge along with more chances to win on our website under the Contest tab and on the ABC50 mobile app. While you're here, you can also subscribe to our daily newsletter for local news delivered right to your inbox every morning, and you can continue to stay up to date by tuning into News Channel 9 on ABC50 for a full hour of news, weather, and sports every weekday at 5:30 p.m. Thank you for watching ABC50 Now Live. I'm Isabella Colello. We'll see you again next week.